ever had, like, anybody ask me to have a lot of fun with a pork chop. What do you think? Hey everybody, how you doing? What's going on? We're talking about pork chops today. So listen, we try to keep it trendy, and believe it or not, one of the most searched things for in air fryers and in just on the internet is pork chops. So I was like, all right, we're gonna have some fun with some pork chops today. I never thought I'd ever say that, but we're going to. So, all right, we have a lot to get to. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot easier than it looks, so stick with me, you guys, but I promise it's gonna be super fun and you'll wanna try this. All right, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna make pork chops. Now,
but not really chops, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
these are
boneless.
These are boneless pork chops.
Oh.
So that's what I started with. These are frozen.
When I hear chop, I think of a bone.
I know.
Sorry.
Well, we
Just
could have
me.
done that.
It's just me.
But when I think of pork chops, I think of pork chops and applesauce. I mean, you guys remember that from Brady Bunch?
Pork chops and applesauce.
You can't not think of that anyway.
I think I did it better.
You definitely did it better. Well, you're like more like Marsha.
I wish.
So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some boneless pork chops, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut them into 1-inch squares. That's easy because they're boneless, right? So let's speed up into the future, and then we're going to soak those in buttermilk. So what I do is I just take a regular, these are my favorite marinating bags in the world. It's a Ziploc. I put some buttermilk in it. You can do it for an hour. I did these overnight just because I knew I was making this yesterday. And then when you're done, you just pour it in a strainer. Now, of course, my strainer has a bottom on it, so you don't want to do that on the counter.
Good call.
Yeah, just in case you're not watching closely. And then I'm just going to let that drain off a little bit. While that's draining off a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the breading. So again, I take out one of my handy, these are very, very fancy chef tools that I'm using here. I'm going to take out another Ziploc. 2 cups of flour are in there already. Now, I'm kind of like making it a little smaller because I already made a whole bunch of these. But 2 cups of flour. And then here's the seasoning that we're going to put in. We're going to put in cumin. Now, I know I don't measure, but I have all the measurements there for you guys. Cumin, a little bit of poultry seasoning. You can get this stuff anywhere. We're going to put a little garlic powder, a little onion powder. We're going to put a little black pepper, a lot of black pepper. And that's about it. And then what you're going to do is just kind of shake it up a little bit. Now, because I'm using buttermilk, this is like a really easy way to bread because we're not going to do the dry, wet, dry method. We're literally going to do the wet, dry, shake method, which is definitely easier. And the buttermilk helps make the meat tender as well. So you're getting lots of benefits. So I drop my pork right into my shake. We're not going to get into that. You could use shake and bake if you wanted to. But it's fun to make your own because you get to use your own flavors. So I'm going to put this over here. Then what you do is you just seal the bag. Again, Ziploc bags are great for marinating. They're also great for breading. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give it a shake. Just like that. That's all. You don't even have to get crazy because the buttermilk is already on there. Then what I do is I typically let it hydrate for just maybe 10 minutes. But if you don't have time, you can skip that step. And then that's it. You can see my chunks of pork are in there. Jess, I'll hold one up so you can see how beautifully.
I would call them tenders.
They are tenders. Look, I just shake them off. See that? And then I put them right onto the airflow rack or into the air fry basket, right? That's all you have to do. Then what we're going to do is air fry them for about 15 minutes. I have all the timing in there for you guys. Okay, so let's pretend I'm air frying in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make what I call Jersey hot sauce. Now, those of you from Nashville, don't be mad at me. I did knock you off. But what I did is I just put some tomato paste in mine, and I call it Jersey hot sauce because, listen, I'm from Jersey. We're known for our tomatoes. And if anybody wants to, talk to me about that. Now, we have the best tomatoes in New Jersey. Yes, I live in Pennsylvania now, but I add a little tomato paste to my Jersey hot sauce. How do we make the Jersey hot sauce? All right. So we're going to take a sauce pot, and then we're going to add some ingredients. A little onion powder. Now you're going to see I'm putting this in dry. There's a reason for that. Again, we're going to add a little cumin. One of my favorite seasonings in the world, turmeric. I love it on pork. I love it on chicken. I love it on everything.
You say it's so good for you.
Jess, everybody's sick of it here because I make it so much.
It's true.
Cayenne pepper, actually using quite a bit. And then we're going to do paprika. You could use smoked or sweet, whatever you like. Then we're going to add a little bit of sugar to the mix. Now, what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to give it a mix. I put it on the stovetop, you guys, and I put it on a low heat. I put it on a low heat, just like this. And I just want to toast those spices. What that's going to do is it's going to really bring out the flavors. It's going to melt the sugars, give it a little caramel flavoring. You just want to watch it because there's sugar in there. Once the sugar starts to melt, once you smell those spices, it doesn't take that long. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add olive oil. We just pour about 2 cups of olive oil in there, give it a stir, and cook it for about 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, if Jess, you could show this right here. Here's mine. It looks like that. Look at that.
Wow, that looks like a demi-glaze almost.
I know, it does.
It's really good.
But listen, it's so delicious. Nashville hot sauce is so good, you guys. Of course, I'm calling it Jersey hot sauce. I'm just joking around, just because I put a little tomato paste in it. But this is such a great sauce, and you can leave it in the fridge if you cover it for a week or two. It is such a good hot sauce. It's got so much flavor. You're going to love it. So don't just use it for what we're making today. Okay. So I made my hot sauce. My pork is now cooked. So let's take a look.
Oh, good.
What do you think, Jess?
That looks absolutely perfect. They look really good.
All right, so air fried pork nuggets, right? Now they're going to be super tender, you guys, because I soaked them overnight in buttermilk. And then I fried them in. You saw the breading that I made that had tons of spices in it. Okay, if we just stop there and put the hot sauce on, it would be delicious. But we're taking it to a whole new place today because what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a waffle cone.
Ah, I love it.
So this is fried pork tenders in a waffle cone with Jersey hot sauce and ranch dressing.
Obviously, it's a little bit of a nod to chicken and waffles.
It is. It is. You know, I wanted to have a little fun with the pork chops. You could do this with chicken, of course, no problem. So what we're going to do now is I have these long slices of pickle. I'm going to pop those into my cones because what goes better with hot sauce than like a really crunchy pickle? And then what we do is we take our chunks of pork, we pop them in the cone. I like to try to get about 3 in there. Depends how big your cone is. And then we just pop these in like this. What do you think, you guys? Pretty fun?
I'm into it.
You're into it?
I think everyone's into it.
I hope they're into it. Okay. So if we just stop there, it would be great, but we're not. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put a little dollop of this Jersey hot sauce because it's so powerful. I'm just going to put that on each one of these like this. And again, this has got a lot of cayenne pepper, a lot of flavor, a lot of spice, so you only need a little bit. That's why I said you're going to want to keep that and use it all week long for whatever else you're cooking. And then we want to cool it down. So we cool it down with a little ranch, and you can put as much of that as you like. I like to drizzle it right over that. Make sure that your guests see that it's nice and air fried. So I don't like to cover the meat too much. And then I'm just going to hit it with a little parsley because I can't help myself, like that.
That's the chef in you.
So I'm just going to pull my pickle up too because I think that looks great, right?
It does. It looks absolutely adorable, first of all.
All right. So I know that was a lot, but we got it done, and I think it's super fun. And yes, I did buy this on Amazon. I was telling my son Max, I was like, you know, I need something to hold the cones because I didn't want to hold it in my hand.
Yeah.
I go on Amazon, I'm like, ice cream cone holder. 9,000 ice cream cone holders. So I got this one. It's really cool. It was super cheap. It was like, I don't know, $12 or something.
So we have a new guy here. He's cracking me up. Adam Melvin. He's from the UK.
Oh, no.
And he's like so into this. He's like, now this is next level.
Next level.
Next level air frying, right? And he said he's digging the pork and waffle thing. And he really wants to buy an air fryer now.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
listen, I
have
know
one.
we have PowerXL air fryers and we have them in England. Now today what I did, you guys, is I chose the PowerXL air fryer oven. I did that because I wanted to do these on the shelves. You can put 3 or 4 shelves in here. I could have done racks and racks and racks of these. Of course, I only did one for you guys today, but I love the PowerXL air fryer oven because you can get a lot of different racks and do a lot of food at one time. But any of our PowerXL air fryers work, and I know we have them in London and England.
We have so many people shouting out. Shall I start?
Please.
Okay. Teresa Boswell from Panama City, Florida.
Oh,
That's up in
Panama
the Panhandle.
City. I think so. Is that the Panhandle? Let us know.
Dolores Beef from Virginia says hello again.
Oh, Virginia's for lovers.
Cheryl Bull. We have Cheryl Prince from Park Falls, Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. This is something you'd get in Wisconsin at a fair.
Yes. Lou McGowan wants a special shout out because
Lou McGowan, I'm shouting you out.
yeah. Jim Shippey said he can't wait to get his new job started because he really wants to buy one.
Oh, well, good luck on your new job.
Yeah. Lynn Tobert says hello. We have Margot Dalrymple from Asheville, North Carolina.
Wow, that's a cool name.
I know.
I love
this
that.
is a really cool name. We have, where's this one? I saw it somewhere. Joan Beach from New Jersey.
Oh, what beach are you from, Joan
How perfect
Beach?
is
I'm
Joan
just kidding.
Beach? I love that name.
Hey,
we have
Joan.
Katie B is in the house.
Katie B's always in the house. Nice to hear from you, Katie.
Jean Sangrazi from Hackettstown, New Jersey.
Oh, another Jersey.
And we have another Jersey girl here, Turquoise Davis.
Turquoise
I know,
Davis. What
another
a
cool
great
name.
name. Listen, you guys, you have to make the Jersey hot sauce. You got to do it. All right. Well, listen, I hope that you guys will have some fun with your pork chops like we did here today. I had a lot of fun making this ice cream cone. Again, you can use chicken. You can even just make it with anything. You could put salmon chunks in here if you want. I don't know. You let me know. But I'm going to end this live cooking event with a taste of this, and I'm just happy that everybody's here. And again, thanks. I love it when there's people from other countries. So I'll see you next Thursday, 4 p.m. You got to be here.
Be here.
Be here, please. See you then.
Bye.